All right, let me go ahead and show you this cool tool and show you how to pull these leads in. You'll get like a 7-day trial, and I'll put the link so you can use it. So basically, when you go into this tool, it's called Propstream. You want to go in. So I'll just put up here Oklahoma City, which is where we do our marketing. When you do that, what you're going to see is all the kind of rooftops that are available in the Oklahoma City area. Okay. And then you're going to see some different categories over here. Now, here's what's really interesting. Most people don't realize what you can do. You can actually pull a heat map into this by hitting this analytics, but we're not going to go there first. First, I want you to go up here to filter. And on filter, what we're going to do is do owner occupied no. All right. And then we're going to do a list type of liens. This is really cool. You have to do liens. Okay. So when you do this, obviously you're going to see this count over here change. So now we're down from 450,000 to 862, which is a way small list, which is awesome. And then you want to go over here to MLS status and you want to put this to no. So we're going to be looking at stuff that's not on the market. And lastly, we want to go over here to has a lien right here. So now we're going to be looking at property that just have a lien. So now we're down to like 1,700. And we're going to go over here to property type, or characteristic, and I'll put 1990 and below. So you'll see this over here, 1990 and later. It's going to cut us down a little bit more. And lastly, what we're going to do is, let's see here, we're going to change that value over here. So we're going to look at the minimum value, or I'm sorry, the maximum value for us is 150,000. So this is where we really use this. And then I want to hit apply. Now watch what happens. Now you got a list of like 26 properties. Now here's what's really interesting, okay? If you go up here to this legend and you click on value right here, and you click this little drop-down box. This is the key, the little drop-down box. You hit value. What happens is you create a heat map. And the heat map is cool and everything, but here's what's really interesting about the heat map. What you can do now is you zoom in, and you see these little pegs right here. These are the properties that actually have liens against them. So look at this. I click on this one. It shows me, if I click on this, it's an abstract judgment. It was on 2018 of December 27th, and it was $10,000. The value's $118,000, right? So we're going to go over here and I'm going to look at details. And I can go here and I can see a lot of information about this property. I can see the owner information, obviously right here. I can see the property characteristics right here. I can see the assessment information, and I can see the last sale information. And I can actually see the lien information as well if I click here. So what you want to do is you want to go here, and your list may be a little bit bigger than this. And actually, you can go up here and change this filter if you want and take this dollar amount out if you want. Hit apply. This list will get quite a bit bigger for you. But what you want to do is you want to go through each one of these little dots right here, these little pegs, and you want to get this information and skip trace them. This is what we did, and we found one of these owners of these properties by skip tracing these ones that have the little little pegs right here, and I believe they're like the most they're most likely that would meet your criteria. So if you look here on these details, see that one's obviously a big one. That one's like $900,000. So you want to go through here and make sure it doesn't, make sure it fits your criteria. But this is very, very powerful because you have a small list, and basically you can skip trace this list and find really highly motivated owners that are not on market right now, okay, 1990 or below. They do have a lien on their property. You can see right here. They do have a lien, and you can actually go and change this dollar amount here if you want to. I just take it out right now. And these are not listed on the MLS as well. This tool is uber powerful. We're just starting to play around with it. We're figuring out a lot more things that you can do in here. Obviously, you can just pull a list of cash buyers immediately, just like that. You can look at the failed MLS listings, which is killer, and we're going to be working on that list as well. There's a failed MLS list right here. So I can go here and I can look at the ones that were failed, that didn't sell on the MLS, obviously because we said no, they're not on the market. Wouldn't show here, but this is another list that we're going to be playing around with. Also, the pre-foreclosure list over here. So you have the foreclosure status, you can do pre-foreclosure status, foreclosure. There's a lot of cool things that you can do inside this tool. So I hope you mess around with it yourself and use the 7-day trial. I'll put in the link for you. I'll talk to you later. Remember, be a servant. Bye now.